Hi everybody, thank you for watching the video. As you can see, it's my deadlift training from August 11th, 2016, and it is my last official workout in this training cycle, so definitely ending on a high note. The objective today was for 635 for 3, and I got that, and instead of going for a single with 635 on the second set, decided to change the intensity and go up to 655 and do that for a single, and as you can see from the video, I got that as well. Definitely the form has been the biggest factor in this training cycle, and I feel like just really honing in on that and just really having that down packed to a science has really been the reason why I've been making the consistent progress, and by far this has been my best training cycle this year, and definitely want to, implement that into the next the meet prep and the training cycle coming up, and just being 110% on game day. That is like the most important thing to me. I definitely want to be at my best that day. So now I get, like I said, I get into the meet prep now, and I should be about, I want to say, seven. I believe 7 weeks out, 6 weeks out. I'm in that kind of time frame. So now, definitely everything is coming to fruition, and just really zoning in and just dialing everything in now, and it's all about making the proper tweaks and just remaining that consistency, and just to keep just focused and driven. Like I said, my technique is, I feel like it's where it has to be, and I'm gonna just keep consisting that and just keep driving that technique in my head. Obviously recording myself has been the biggest help, and I feel like with anybody in regards to anything with training, you should always record yourself, because that is the best way, because the best person to coach you is yourself, in my opinion. Nobody knows your body except for yourself, so in that regard, I feel nobody can coach you better than yourself. So using a camera is definitely a big impact, and it can help you tremendously. So and after looking at this workout, obviously working out with a stiff bar, it's harder than a deadlift bar. So that changes the intensity. But looking at the video and looking at this training cycle, I don't want to sit here and just sound cocky or just put things out there, but my opener is going to be a lot higher than it usually is. And due to the fact of the equipment, and just the equipment that's used, and how I'm used to it, and how it actually affects me in a good way, with my approach, and just how I go about, with using that equipment and competition to my advantage, and I feel that it puts me in a better position to start at a better pace and on a stronger opener. So I normally open up at 600, but I'm looking at probably opening up around 645. Definitely with the from that video I did up in New York, that SNG powerlifting, just taking that into consideration, as well as this training cycle, I feel that 645 definitely would be something that's not overly compensating, as well as something that's just a cakewalk in regards to an opening attempt. And I feel that after that performance of that max in this training cycle, I feel like that's a decent number to start with. So and obviously to go from there on that day, how my second and third attempts are going to go. But obviously the goal is to re-break the world records that I have for the IPL, and and definitely hit a PR that day, and that obviously is the goal. That's everybody's goal in regards to powerlifting, of course, especially on a platform. And definitely want to make sure that I dial it in and just do everything right, and just make smart decisions. And that's another thing when it comes to just working towards something. You have to make the smart right decisions. It's not easy. It's not easy. You have to make sacrifices. You have to make the right choice every single day, day in and day out. And doing that makes achieving what you want a lot easier, because you already have the mentality of you're willing to do whatever it takes to get you to where you want to be at. So You know, just make sure that you always are making the right choices, and just it can't hurt you, it only help you. Because if anything you want in life, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it, especially if there was no sacrifices that had to be made. That's why the things that people want, there's only very few things that people no, that is not how you say it. To get to where very few are, majority are not willing to do what very few will. So that's the way I look at it. And if you are a part of that few, success will be in your favor. And I feel like anybody can put themselves in that position without a doubt. Like I said, I started competing. I was just an average person in the sport, and I just really worked my ass off, and every day, day in and day out, and just gave it nothing but the best. And I feel that's why I've been able to achieve the things I've accomplished, and be able to be one step closer to what I desire to achieve within the sport. So, you just gotta be driven like crazy. In my opinion, I think it's one man's insanity is another man's championship mentality. Like I said, very few people are willing to do whatever it is to get to where they want to be at. So, yeah. So now I'm officially ending this training cycle, and the next deadlift workout starts my official meet preparation for the competition. This is without a doubt the most important competition of my life. I have never. Oh, obviously, I've competed on this level before because of last year, but I have never had something in regards to any competition mean so much to me that I I feel that I have to mentally go to a place I've never been to, and you know, not in a bad way, just really get inside my brain and just really just be zoned in and just focused. And that's something I always do regardless. But I feel like now is the time where I can't do anything else but that. So you know, I just want to do the best I can, and I definitely want to walk away with progress, because that is the one thing that matters the most to me is progress. And I feel like if there is no progress made, then I'm not working hard enough. So, you know, yes, this is a PR for me. I have never, and obviously that hitting that 6:55 on the second set for that single is my gym PR. As a matter of fact, that's something I forgot to mention. But you know, I'm not working for a gym PR. I'm working for a PR in competition, because that's where it matters. So that's where I want to see the progress at, where it counts, where it matters. Because yes, anybody can do something in the gym, but the thing is, what does it matter if it's not where it counts, or if it's in competition where the pressure's on you, people are watching you, you're going against somebody in your weight class. It's a different atmosphere, and I feel like that's where you should want to excel at, where it's harder, not easier. And I always try to make my training harder so competition is easier. So not only am I trying to do better, but I'm also trying to be a better version of myself. I'm trying to beat myself last year. I'm trying to beat that guy. I don't care about the people who I'm competing against. I'm competing against myself. Quite frankly, if I don't beat myself, then I lost. That's just the way I feel, and I feel like that's what matters. And if I feel like I beat myself from last year, then that's first place to me, regardless of if I was in last. If I was better than last year, if I beat the guy last year, if I beat who I was last year, then I won, point blank. So I feel that's how you got to be, and that's how you make progress, and that is the best way to track your, if you've been doing things right and you're just being consistent and just getting one step closer to your goals. And I feel like it doesn't matter who's around you. It doesn't matter who is going against you. That doesn't matter, because you should be wanting to compete against yourself. You should be wanting to beat you from the past, or beat you from yesterday, last month, or last year. You should want to beat that person, not the person who's in your weight class, not the person who is looking at you and hating on you or just wants to beat you. They don't matter. They're irrelevant. The person who is your truest competition is you. That's the person you should always want to beat every day. So, with that being said, like I said, my next deadlift video would be the official start of my meet preparation, and 7 weeks away. 7 weeks away till D-Day, game day. So, just getting ready for that. And I definitely want to give 110% and walk away being a better person and a better version of myself than who I was in the past, last year. So, as always, stay tuned for these videos. Thank you guys for watching. I always appreciate your support. I hope that you can definitely come away with these videos learning something about yourself and just learning to believe in yourself and believe that as long as you set your mind to something, there is no it's not, even though it sounds cliche, but it is 100% fact. Hard work and dedication will get you anywhere you want in life, no matter what it is, as long as you set your mind to it and you really believe that you are capable of doing it. If you believe that and you tell yourself that every day, it's not lying to yourself. You're not lying to yourself. You would only be lying to yourself if you kept telling yourself that every day, but if you didn't believe it. That's considered lying to yourself. But if you're sitting here and telling yourself, I can do this, I believe in myself and I can, and you really believe that, it's going to happen. So not only do you have to tell yourself that you can do something, you have to believe it. And if you believe in yourself, and you should believe in yourself no matter what, you're golden. So that being said, like I already stated, thank you for watching my videos and supporting me, and just keep working hard, stay consistent, believe in yourself, and achieve your dreams. Thank you for watching, and take care.